Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yep, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he pulls in the catch. They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big... And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. They go with a direct snap. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And the completion made. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Kentucky getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking to throw it on first down. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Pressure is coming. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. The pass rush. It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
We'll see what he can do with the return.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and your Kentucky Wildcats will take over.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Well, Kurt, Kentucky has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Can he get there on the ground? And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
There's the handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. A solid run, good for first down yardage. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Picked off in the end zone, but the defender could not get a foot down. Inbounds. It's incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. First and goal for the offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming up, second down and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
The AT is good, so the lead is 9. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Pass complete on a crosser. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Makes a nice move there. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. And
he lobs it deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Kentucky getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, and he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to
intercept in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite him.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a quick grab. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Can he take it all the way? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. And the offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to scramble. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Point after makes the lead 16. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Now it's second down here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Direct snap to the back. He shreds the tackle. He stopped him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught for the completion. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. This is the 6th play on the drive. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Wildcats. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They're going to run it. Breaking tackles. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Caught quickly. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and he can take advantage of it.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he boots it high into the air. And the ball rolls down. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going?
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and he shanked it. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Offense ready to start this drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he'll finally go down after a huge gain and a big momentum boost for this offense. Catch made on the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's a sack. The 2-point try fails, and they can't get into that deficit any further. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They begin with a quick throw to the left. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
2nd down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Close to the tight end. Oh, and another incompletion.
That's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The completion makes it 2nd and short. The shotgun handoff here. Looks like Auburn will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Looks like Kentucky will have the 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple. And this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the 1st down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. A quick juke. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.